Hello YouTube fans, here again. I remember doing this one ages and ages and ages ago, and someone who's a big fan of this film wanted me to do it. That being boom 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 boom. That's right, Doors. That's right, Doors. Now last time I did this, my camera wasn't working right and I was facing like that all the way when I was talking because I couldn't see my fucking face when I was reviewing it. So I'm happy to do this one again to the one who wanted me to do this. Not that we want to mention his name, so I won't mention it out of respect. But yeah, I will review this. I'll probably review the other ones as well. Even though nobody's asked me to do the other ones, I figured what the fuck. I like Jaws, it's a classic, and it's a brand name from Steven Spielberg. Now, as we know, Steven Spielberg was doing a lot of other films, wasn't that known when he was getting started for history. And he did a film called Duel. Never seen Duel? Damn good film. Truck driver chasing a guy all the way through the motorway. And he decided to do something similar like a sequel to Duel. That being boom 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 boom. Jaws. Now at first it was half and half of the name. As you admit, it does sound like something out of a killer fucking dentist, but that film I reviewed, the shit film, The Dentist, it does sound something like that, a killer dentist. And he didn't want to make it like a typical rah monster film. He wanted to be, a bit like a monster film and so on. So a lot of the opening, you'd have the shark eat a woman up. Now, as a lot of people know the history, there was a book version of this. The book is completely and utterly different than the film. I'll say that straight away off the back, complete and utterly different. One day around the world, I do a comparison of the book and the film. Anyone who knows Stars will know the book is totally different anyway. So at the time, I was looking for actors. So we had voice, side, and the list goes on. And the thing I love about Jaws is, as we all know, he was working on this thing called the mechanical shark, which Steven Spielberg named it the Take Right Turd. And he named it the turd for a reason, because the mechanical shark was for effort breaking down. There's a good biography called The Shark is Working. If you can ever find it, check it out. A damn good biography. If you love biographies of classic films, that is one of them. But in many ways, that's mechanical shark breaking down. And everything nowadays is shitty CGI. That benefited the film, because the thing I love about Jaws is it's an horror film. Before it's having through the film, it's a buddy, friends, three men going after the monster of all monsters, a take right shark, the biggest you can get. So at first, it's like a sea adventure film, but before all that, it's a fucking horror film. It's a horror film. Not so in that shark, in my eyes, is a horror film. So where can I go with Jaws? So you get the date music done by Ian. I can remember the one who did the music, very well known one who did music to a lot of date films, whether it be Superman, whether it be other films like that. Did this date store. And what a story. I mean, you've got the date scene underwater, and then you've got the theme tune itself. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? You've got the theme tune itself, and then you've got the date opening with the people having a picnic, having a party. Then you got that woman eyeing the lad up. She strips off naked. I do know originally they did underwater bit. You're back to seeing everything, but Steven Spielberg wanted to keep the rating mild, so you actually darken that bit out. And the bit not so in the shark, getting dragged through the water, is a lot of film. I do know when it was filming that, she had two things, what was holding her when she was floating. She did a take performance, she had a thing, thought she was in danger, she wasn't. She could release herself and swim out if she felt she was threatened. So she does a take performance and then all the rest. A lot of deleted scenes. One day around the world, I'll talk about that. And this one that's sadly got lost. It's the one where the boy got eaten up. A lot of people now find that on YouTube. It had a dummy of the boy. The mechanical shark for one day was working and had it bite into the toy boy. The toy boy. You know what I mean? The mannequin of the boy. It looks really frightening. It really looks nervy. Sad to say the footage got lost. Steven Spielberg thought it would have been a bit. You do see a bit of that, the blood stirring. And again, I love that honesty because there's no music all the way through. You got kids fucking around, pretending to be the shark. then when you hear that music, it's a bit, which I admit, for that fucking era, that is a ballsy scene. It's a ballsy scene because you've got the underwater scene, you've got the lad's legs swimming like that, you've got the music, boom, 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 boom. Then you've got a horrible steam, you've got the boy, blood skirting everywhere, drags him underwater, you hear that horrible steam. That, for me, when I was a kid and I saw that, I've got to admit, that scared the shit out of me. That has scared the shit. It had something to me. The first Jaws film, the one by Steven Spielberg, had something to me. And when I saw that scene, the boy getting dragged through the water, it had an effect that it made me scared shitless going swimming. For days, I'd had to put off going swimming when I was a kid. Just now, I'm a water baby. I go to the gym, I work out, I go swimming all the time. I can do back strips, swimming's fuck all, but that scene did something to me that really scared the shit out of me. That's why I say the first bits of that film is a horror film. I feel sorry for the mother what loses her lad, the bit where she slaps the boy side to you, you get it, she's upset. And every acting in that is just brilliant acting. Every voice actor, a Serif Boulder, he nails it. He tries to get everyone and convinces everyone it's a sark. I love the bit where they're doing the autopsy on the door. And you got the guy saying, it wasn't Jack the Ripper, it was a Jake White sark. You get it? And then halfway through the film, after the bit of horror, it becomes an adventure film. 3 men going after a fucking sark. You got Queen, you got the other ones, and so on. Before you get that, you got the bit where it kills the next guy. Now this is a bit I wish they had a deleted scene in it, because here's a deleted scene. Also, you can find it on YouTube where he gets Moive's son. The bit where the leg gets bitten off, that's still in the film. There's a bit more where he's actually got hold of Moive's son, like I said, he pulled his son, and he's panicking. And he's got fake blood coming out of his dorsey. And then you got the idea he gets dragged under by the sack, and Moive's son, his Sally Bolt's son, gets a lucky escape and swims to safety. I wish that was him, but Steven Spielberg again felt it was poor taste, felt it was a bit there, and he cut and deleted a big chunk of that for anyone who never knew that. And I wish it was in the film. In my eyes, I wish it was left in the film, because I felt the scene where the mother's got hold of the lad. She says, he's dead. And then the bit with Serif Bold, he says, he isn't, he's in shock. That made more sense if they would have kept that in the film. But I thought it was cut, and it's the same, because I felt that would have had a bit more meat to it. And it makes you want voice side or Serif Boldy going more for that sark. But I still think it's a good scene. I still think the scene in Jaws is good. I love the bit where they're comparing stars. I thought that was funny. I love the performance by Quinn, the character I should say, where he's talking about when he was in the war. I'm assuming it was Pearl Harbor or some war like that. And all his men got killed by tiger sharks. That performance, I do know when originally they were going to do Jaws 2, they were going to do sort of like a prequel about that. But I'm kind of happy it got stopped, because I just love that performance, the story, it engages you. It definitely makes you not want to go in water with sharks. But then you get the date scene where he's underwater, one of the main characters. And I do know originally he had an Australian couple that filmed that scene where the shark was attacking him, and he got a lucky escape. But the best bit of all, the best bit in Jaws, in my eyes, has to be the bit where it kills Quinn. You know, when it bites into him, there's a making of that, where he's got fake blood and he spits it out and accidentally hits him in the face. Again, date scene. But the best bit is voice actor. He's trying to shoot the shark, shoots it again, and he says that line, "Smile, you son of a bitch." Pulls it up, which is totally different than the book. The book version, I think he was on a boat and they drowned the fucker and that's it. But Steven Spielberg wanted to did a bit more of a bang, and he did. That's a date scene. So he pulled it, voice side him, may he rest in peace. "Smile, you son of a bitch." And pulls the fucker up. I love it. And they got a bit underwater, which it does. It's got the music very similar to what was used in Duel. Because let's not forget, Jaws, which is an error, was going to be a sequel to Duel. And I love that. I love the bit where his mate comes out, he's still alive. They swim on the island. You know, that beautiful store at the end. Beautiful. beautiful, satisfying ending to a date film. It's like I say, the first Jaws movie, I've always said it, and I'm a man of my word, it's an horror film. It's a fucking horror film. That mechanical shark not working did Steven Spielberg bid favours. That's why I don't want to see a fucking remake. I don't want to see it. And the bits where the shark's underwater was filmed again by an Australian couple who did a lot of date underwater scenes with a real take right. And the bit it does, the voice side says, "Someone come and stop this piece of shit." And you see the shark's head pop up. It does, that was the mechanical shark. They eventually got it working. But I think that's what benefited Jaws, not seeing it. What you don't see made that film more frightening. I suppose when you got to Jaws 2, Jaws 3, fuck the revenge. Obviously, the shark got better. They had it working a lot more. But in the original Jaws, I think that benefited the film. My eyes, I think that fucking benefited that film because it made it scary. Not seeing it and do right at the end definitely benefited that film. Nowadays, it was CGI fucking shark non-stop. Didn't need it in this type of film. It felt Steven Spielberg, the music itself is the shark. Boom, 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 boom. Date store, date film. Don't make films like this anymore. Fuck it. A 10-star rating for me. But until then, boom, boom. And I'll see you later.